What's up, y'all? It's Monday. I hope everybody out there is happy and healthy. Now, before we get started, I want to thank everybody who clicked on this video to give it a watch. I appreciate your continued support. Now, with all of that said, let's go ahead and get down to business. And I want to talk about this wild story that took place in Memphis, Tennessee, where you have a mother by the name of Kendra Scott, who's recently been arrested for first-degree deletion because she caught a 20-year-old dude hiding under her 13-year-old's daughter's bed. Now, before we get further into the meat and potatoes of this case, I want you guys to take a look at this publication, and then I'll be back.
This mother, 36-year-old Kendra Scott, is accused of allegedly shooting a man after he was caught hiding under her bed at 1:40 Thursday morning. Authorities have identified the man who was shot as Rodarius Morton. According to police, Morton was invited to the home by a Jew who allegedly snuck him in through the back door at 1 a.m. Just 30 minutes later, Scott came home. According to the child, Scott was banging on the front door and yelling, "Who's at my house?" The child would later tell police she was scared of Scott because she had a gun in her hand and was angry. According to the child, Scott told her in the past, quote, if she sees a boy in her house, she will put a hole in his.
I just feel bad for her because she was trying to do everything she could for those girls. And it's like I said, it's just an unfortunate situation that it happened like that.
Once the child opened the door, Morton was found hiding under the child's bed. As Morton was leaving the house, both Scott and Morton went out to the porch, and that's when the Jew says she heard a shot. Morton was found in the back of the head.
Listen to your parents. Do what they say. If they're not home, don't have anyone in the house that's not supposed to be there. That's just my opinion.
Now, this took place on July the 16th, and apparently the victim has a history of jumping in the inbox or in the comments of youngins' Facebook profiles or TikTok profiles. All over social media, he has a history of jumping in their comment section trying to get with them, and here's proof that he was in the comment section of Kendra Scott's daughter on TikTok, right? And basically he was telling her how pretty she is and asking her to text him. Now, if you read through some of the comments, and I grabbed this from Facebook as it pertains to this story, there's a lot of people on the mother's side. They're saying that she did what was supposed to be done and that she needs to be free. The only problem is, and the kicker is that her daughter said to police that, hey, my mother said that if she ever caught a guy in the house again, that she was going to put a hole in him. So basically, it looks like premeditated deletion. And then on top of that, they're saying that the neighbor actually called Kendra and told Kendra what was going on, that there was some guy in her house, and she showed up with the banger in her hand. So Kendra already knew what she was going to do at that particular point. But listen, I'm not saying that this kid should have been deleted, but if you go in with the intention to do so, why would you wait until you get outside to do it? He was already in the house. Why would you wait and then go outside behind him and then pop him in the back of the noggin? That does not look good, and it does not go well in her favor. Now, I do see a lot of people attacking Kendra, saying that she wasn't a great mother, saying that she possibly neglected this youngin, and that's why she turned to the streets for love and things of that nature. So I just want to say this. My mother was saved, sanctified, and filled with the Holy Ghost. And my father worked the night shift from 11 to 7 a.m. And when my father went to work, right, I was sneaking my girlfriend through the back door to the kitchen, and we were sliding all across that kitchen floor getting it on. I knew that my mother would be knocked out, she wouldn't come downstairs, and things of that nature. This is coming from someone that went to church on Sunday, Wednesday, sometimes Friday, and just put it on repeat. So I say that to say that it doesn't matter how you're raised, right? Sometimes if you see an opportunity to get over, you'll take it. And as a young man, I took my opportunity. I knew the consequences that I faced if I got caught, probably homelessness. But at the end of the day, I still took a risk, but I never got caught. Now, if I could, I just want to implement something funny about that, because every night that I chose to sneak my girlfriend through the back door, the next day, I'd be like, hey, mom, how you doing? Try to give her a kiss. She'd be like, don't guess me. And that right there let me know that she probably knew something was going on, because she never did that any other time. Now, I know some of y'all may ask, why did I choose the kitchen floor? Well, because her bedroom sat over the kitchen floor, and if she got up, I could hear it. But at the end of the day, I take full accountability and I was wrong, and I should have never violated my parents' home in that way. And listen, I'm not saying that this is an excuse, but my parents were extremely strict. I had a curfew like none other. None of the kids in the neighborhood had the same curfew that I had. I mean, I had to go in the house super early. They will still be outside playing in the summertime, and I'm upstairs looking out the damn window. You know what I'm saying? And so I guess I rebelled just a tad bit. But at the end of the day, let me get off of me. I just wanted to make that point in regards to people saying that maybe she wasn't a good mother and didn't raise her daughter right. Her daughter could have made the decision to be fast. You know what I'm saying? But what I want to do right here is play you a clip of a couple of people talking about this situation, and then I'll be back.
And I know some of you not gonna like this video, but the video needs to be said. This is why I get on this app and I talk about black women the way I do. I talk about motherhood. I talk about womanhood. I talk about how black women should carry ourselves. This entire situation is a lack of parenting. You show your daughter no attention. You show your daughter no attention whatsoever, so your daughter became fast and she chose the street. You made your daughter easily acceptable to predators because of your failure to be a proper mother. Now you're about to sit in prison for murder. Predator, which is cool. I'm glad you did that. Under no circumstances am I gonna sit here and say, hey, you know what, I'm upset that she that man. No, I'm happy. He is a predator. I want you guys to understand. I understand that people are saying, well, she lied to him and said that she was 18 years old. He knew she was. That little girl don't look a lick of 18. She don't look a lick of 18. Okay? But the fact that she felt comfortable enough to invite a 20-year-old man inside of her mother's house is crazy. This is failed parenting, because the mother is like, oh, I didn't know my daughter was taking the type of, I don't know if y'all seen the videos this little girl was taking, but this little girl is fast as she fast, grown, all types of stuff. The stuff that they're circulating on Facebook, I feel like it's very, very close to CP. They need to take it down. But for you to be the mother and not know that this is what your daughter is posting on the internet, why not? And I would be surprised at the type of behavior that you're doing around your daughter. Why does your year-old daughter know all of the stuff that she's doing in the way that she's doing? What is she watching? What is she doing? What are you allowing her to see? What has happened to her before with the grown man that you don't know nothing about because you don't give her enough attention to tell you? This is failed parenting. This is what happens when you have kids for a man and then the man leaves you and you say, F it. You let anything. Now the street's really about to raise this little girl because you about to sit in prison. I feel really bad, almost as if this little girl didn't have a chance. However, this is common in the black community. Having kids and saying, F it. Excuse me, this is common in the hood. Amongst black people. I don't want to put that on all black folks. In the hood. 2 idiots and 1 victim. 3 lives taken if you want to be technical. When you don't pay attention to your daughters, when you don't raise your daughters right, when you don't give them attention, this is what they seek. Hypersexual and all this shit, it's all on the internet. The little girls think it's okay. They think it's cute. It's what grown women do too. They think it's what they're supposed to do. As a mother, you're supposed to tell your daughter, this is how you be better. This is how you be a proper woman. Y'all aren't doing that. And look at what's happening. You let your daughter dress like grown women, wearing heavy makeup, wigs, weaves, and you got men who are actually predators out here and who will lie and say, well, I didn't know her real age. I didn't know her real age. We can't control these predators, but we can teach our daughters how to stay away from them, how to notice them, how to recognize them, and how to run. Why are y'all not teaching y'all daughters this?
All right, so you heard what she had to say about the situation, and this is just bad for Kendra and her daughter. This is just very, very devastating, I'm telling you. But at the end of the day, Kendra is going to do some time because it's not like this young man broke into her home. He was let in by her daughter. And so given the fact that she didn't act on it inside the house, which I said previously, and waited till he got outside to actually do it, it just looks like it's premeditated. Now, there are some unflattering pics that are circulating all over social media of this youngin, and the type of pictures that she was taking definitely conclude that she was hot in the ASS. I can't say that she got that from her mother. She could have gotten it from other girls that were in the neighborhood, people that she went to school with. You know, the hip hop scene is definitely intimidating and also influencing to youngins. And so it's just not above the realm of possibility that she could have just gravitated towards this, given the fact that all of the music that promotes this type of behavior is so accessible. How can you miss it nowadays, right? And so I just feel sorry for the mother because she's getting a bad rep There were people in the neighborhood that said that the mother was extremely nice, and they said that she was a good mother. Now, even though me and my girl was 18 at the time when I was sneaking her into my parents' home, which doesn't make it right, by the way. I'm 18 living in my parents' home and I'm sneaking my girlfriend in. I get that dynamic, but it's just a different dynamic when you're sneaking a predator into the home. And so taking all of that into account, I want to leave you guys with this question. For those of you who are parents, would you have handled that situation like Kendra did? Or would you have handled it the lawful way and called the police? Drop down in the comments and let a brother know. With that said, I want you guys to continue to have an outstanding day and be blessed.